Okay, page 2, write the standard form of the equation of each line given the slope and y-intercept. So standard form, first I'm going to start though with slope-intercept form. So I'm going to start with y equals mx plus b. And then plug in what I know. I know m is 2 and b is -3. So y equals 2x minus 3. But standard form is what I want, and so I need to move the x to the same side that the y is on. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides of this equal sign. So I get negative 2x plus y equals -3. And that's my equation. Okay? Then for 9, I'm going to do the same thing. Start with y equals, I'm going to put -5 over 3x minus 2 this time. So this time I need to move -5/3 over to where y is. So I'm going to do that by adding 5 over 3 to both sides, 5 over 3x. And I get 5 over 3x plus y is equal to -2. These go away. But that's not standard form. Standard form has no fractions. So what I need to do is multiply this entire equation by 3. And then I would get 5x plus 3y equals -6. And there is my equation. And then the last one here, the slope is 4 over 3 and the y-intercept is -4. So it will be y equals 4 over 3x minus 4. So subtract 4 over 3x from both sides. Get -4 over 3x plus y equals -4. And then I will multiply the entire thing by a positive 3. Get -4x plus 3y equals -12. There's my standard form equation. And then number 11, 12, 13, and 14. These are all graphing linear inequalities. So these ones I have to graph the lines. It matters if it's dotted or solid. And then I have to shade a certain side. So 11, I'm going to put a point here at -3. And then I use the slope 5 over 3, so I go up 5. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over 3, 1, 2, 3. And so I'm going to plot that point right there. And then this is going to be a dashed line. And then I can look, since it's in slope-intercept form, I can look at that greater than sign, put my pencil on the line, and so I know I need to go up from this line, which means I'm going to shade over there. And there we go. And then number 12, same deal. Now the y-intercept is at -4. The slope is -2, so I'm going to go down 2 and then to the right 1 and land on this point right there. Or I could go, oops, sorry, not that point. I want to go to this point. Or I could go up 2 and back 1 and get all of these points. And this will be a solid line since it's an equal to inequality. And then I can look at the less than sign, put my pencil on the line, and then go down, and that's where I shade. Since it's less than, I go down. So I'm going to shade down here. Okay? And then with 13, this one, I'm going to graph the line x is greater than or equal to -5. So there's -5. It's going to be a straight up and down line at -5. And all the points that are greater than -5 would be all of these. And then 14 is a little bit different. On 14, I need to change that into slope-intercept form first. That way it's easier to graph. So I'm going to write 3x minus 2y is greater than negative 10. And then change this. So I'm going to subtract 3x and get negative 2y is greater than negative 3x minus 10. And then divide by negative 2 to every term. When I divide by negative 2, I need to switch that sign. So now it's y is less than positive 3 over 2x plus 5. And then I will use that equation to graph my line. So I have a y-intercept of positive 5, and then my slope is 3 over 2, but if I went up 3 and over 2, I'd be off this graph. So I'm going to go down 3, and if I go down 3, I have to go to the left 2. So I'm going to put a point right there. And then do that again, down 3 over 2, down 3 over 2. And this is only less than, so it's going to be a dashed line. And if I look at the inequality, it's less than, so I'm going to shade less than the line. And there we go.